today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and fourth as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And what really attracts people to him? A passionate leader, controls a huddle really well, controls the locker room, and also throws with anticipation and accuracy, especially evident when he throws the deep ball.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that big-time game?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a give to Madison. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Cody Barton there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Draw play, Madison. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Cousins. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head and making a decision, and you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
And for the first time, we get a look at the veteran Russell Wilson as he gets set to lead yet again this Seattle Seahawks offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week: 22 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Wilson on first down. To the right side, complete to Miller. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They run it with Carson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Screen 2021.
Here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the
NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 3 matchup will be coming up next. Philadelphia Eagles 2-0, Dallas Cowboys 1-1.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
And there's a sight that's become familiar for Seahawks fans and in the NFL. Jamal Adams getting a sack. 9.5 in 2020 with Seattle. The most ever for a safety in a single season. End up breaking the old mark of 8 set by the Cardinals, Adrian Wilson, in 2005.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. To throw, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one hurts defensively. They forced him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Madison. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Madison. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
We're scoreless after 1. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Play action now. Cousins.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Cousins.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Joseph's got it.
And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing, Cousins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will will take over at the 29-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Carson, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown! It's complete. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnover.
And Madison hit, and the ball pops free.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought he may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them. And it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On the delay, here's Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Draw play. This is Carson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Wilson. And that is incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Myers' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The football going back to the Vikings offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
2nd quarter here. He has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
They'll get this underneath to Madison.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing is Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And Viking fans always remember that Kyle Rudolph held down the tight end position for the better part of a decade. But Irv Smith was drafted in the 2nd round in 2019 as his eventual replacement. And that time is now. A first down catch there for Smith.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Baker Mayfield, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, to check in on the Broncos. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Teddy Bridgewater with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And beyond the 20,
NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 3 matchup will be coming up next. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 0-2 Los Angeles Rams 2-0.
They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. To throw again is Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now it's the backup Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Metcalf once again the target. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith.
And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a first down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up to...
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield.
The NFL Madden League Season 202021 Week 3 matchup will be coming up next. Baltimore Ravens 1-1, Detroit Lions 1-1.
Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Here's Madison. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Cousins now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The NFL Madden League Season 202021 Week 3 matchup will be coming up next. Los Angeles Chargers 2-0, Kansas City Chiefs 1-1.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And out now come the Seahawks. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Throwing again on second down. Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it, as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offense
looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Smith. Short throw to Disley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Smith. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That's that's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the posts. Go up 2 scores.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession, and the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
It's caught. Smith. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it with Madison. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Cousins again.
This goes out wide from Madison.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
He'll find Smith-Marset complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, Madison.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Now Alexander Madison. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Throwing now is Geno. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Cousins and the Vikings down 13-10. A minute 47 on the clock. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the option, a handoff to Carson.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
So the victory here for Seattle.
And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.